What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we are in the Baltic Triangle at Liverpool at Luban Fine Dining Restaurant, and the reason why I'm here is to see a very special guest, that is award-winning Master Chef Dave Critchley, who is the head chef here at Luban. Now, Dave is an absolute legend because during lockdown he spent a lot of time not working for Luban but preparing thousands of meals for school kids, didn't have any school meals to go to. And with that being said, I've actually been witness and had the experience of Chef Dave's talents before here. With a good friend of mine, Harry, I tried oysters for the first time. And I always said I'd never go anywhere near oysters, only to be proven wrong, that done correctly are absolutely stunning. And today, we've actually been invited in for a closer look to see exactly what goes on at the chef's table, and hopefully both you and I will be adding to our cooking arsenals as well today. So, before we get started, please stop and give this video a quick like, and let's get right into the action.
Flashback.
Dear Warren Spencer, your coronavirus lateral flow test result is negative. It is not that you were not infectious when the test was done. Done deal.
So guys, so we are in a closed Luban and we have Chef Dave.
Hello.
Today we're going to take a little bit of a walk around the restaurant initially first before we get to what we're really here for. But yeah, I'll pass it on to you.
Yeah, so welcome to Luban. As you can see, the restaurant sadly is closed at the moment. We're making lots of boxes for eat at home and cook at home stuff, so you're going to see plenty of boxes around. That's what the operation is at the moment. But yeah, welcome to Luban, and I'll give you the quick tour.
Amazing.
All right,
let's do it.
Okay, so this is the wine room, Warren. It's a beautiful room. We use this for conferences, meetings. We can also use this for obviously banqueting down the long table.
Yeah.
It backs onto our lovely wine cellar here.
And essentially this can be booked out as well for like your business guys. So if you want to hold a conference, a business meeting, hopefully when things, you know, are in lockdown,
yeah,
they can come here and...
Absolutely, yeah. So you could come in for lunch, for example, working lunch, a business lunch. You'd come in the morning, maybe have some pastries, some teas and coffees, have meetings in here. Obviously, you've got big screens in every room and Bluetooth in every room. Let me take you into the banquet room. It's one of my favourite rooms in the building.
Yeah, some food.
Let's have some chap on the wall here.
I mean, that's a sick shot. Get that. That's unbelievable, mate.
I feel like I've aged considerably since that was taken though, so. Here we have the traditional Chinese banquet table.
Look at this, man.
You've got your lazy Susan in the centre.
Oh, mate.
And this has all been made just bespoke for Luban and to fit this room. They've all come from China, everything as well, so. And this was certainly the style that we saw out in China. There was far less of the kind of traditional red trimmings and hanging down things that you find in the UK. Very kind of stripped back, nice, and really beautiful in a lot of the restaurants we went to in Tianjin. So there's a particular culture in where people sit in this room as well. We like to bring that to the party as well. So. In China, the host of the evening will sit with his back closest to the door.
Okay.
That's mainly so we can get the attention of whoever's serving and direct them to where he needs to go. Sat next to the host will be one of the VIP guests, whoever the main dude is who's there.
Right.
And also directly opposite the host will be a VIP as well. So those are the two best places to sit if you're not the host.
Right.
And then everyone else just kind of filters around the outside.
If there's one thing that you've got to appreciate about this kind, it's like that Asian sort of furnishings and fixtures are always so much more complex, and there's so much like all these like details, like it's Oriental furniture as a whole. I think is so much more interesting, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, one of the things that was really interesting, every time we went to a new restaurant over in Tianjin, the owner would always go and show us to his best tables. And he'd be like,
it just show off.
Yeah, it's like, this table was 30 grand, and you're like, for one table. Each chair's handmade and on £10,000 each, and you were just like, wow. So it was very much a sign of, look at this, look how grand it is. Because dining and food culture is so important in China. a lot of money would be spent on that. Okay, welcome to the chef's table. But this is the style of the show, really. Chef's table.
Yeah.
There's not too many of these in the northwest, so a table directly in the kitchen.
This is insane.
You can sit here, and I would serve you a tasting menu from this side, and bring it all up, serve it out, explain each dish to you. And yeah, we'd have a great laugh in here. So this would normally be booked every Friday, every Saturday night without fail. Some Saturdays would be booked 3 times throughout the day, lunch, middle of the day, and then kind of later on in the evening as well. So
who's the most famous person you've ever had in here?
oh, lots of. I don't like to cook and tell.
So is this a picture of me?
Yeah, that is Warren, but like 20 BC. So this is Luban. Obviously the restaurant is Luban, and it does come from this guy. He's an ancient carpenter basically, but he's revered. He's almost a demigod in China. He's revered as a master of his skills, and anything that is considered to be a skill or an art form, like your martial arts, like building, like food, for example, you would refer back to the Luban method of training and education. So this guy is, yeah, he's right up there. I suppose he's the Chinese Da Vinci. That's pretty much
The best way to describe
yeah,
it.
best way to describe him. And he obviously keeps his watchful eye on the kitchen and what we're doing here. So there'll be times when you're alone and you just chopping away and just be like, you can feel the eyes of Luban. And just make sure you're doing everything right. But yeah, so let's head through. We'll get cooking.
Now we can get a proper peppers game on, you know. Quick shave. That's some weight. That's some weight.
3 batches or 3 batches.
Killing weapon.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.
Day we hustle, but the night we
Know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die.
Could you strike that pose out like right now if anyone said, yo, is that the guy?
Yeah.
And then you just go. I think that's pretty bad. I've just done 20 hours.
Yeah. I've just done 100 hours.
Who's this? So
That's Luban.
This is like so much different as well. You'd think you were in a different restaurant just coming into here versus what we've just seen.
Yeah, definitely.
That's amazing.
That was almost the plan when we set up.
Yeah.
We wanted all these different hubs almost with something different going on. You come back to Luban 4 or 5 times and have a completely different experience every time. So, and that's it. We want to really show how broad Chinese cuisine is.
What are we cooking today, mate?
I thought as a basic dish to start you off, get you going, we'll do a fried rice dish because everyone knows what fried rice is. Not anyone knows how to get it right and get it perfect. So what we'll do before every time we cook anything in there is just kind of, it's called seasoning. We use the hot oil and we almost form a layer on the wok now, which should, all being well, give us a non-stick surface to then cook on, so the frying of the rice becomes a lot easier. And then also the amount of oil we actually need to use is far less than most people would imagine. So we've now got possibly a teaspoon's worth of oil actually in there.
Yeah.
Considering that's going to do us for the whole dish, that's not a bad amount of oil to be
That's great.
in that dish, you know what I mean, in that meal.
That's a great start, isn't it, really?
Yeah. I mean, the Chinese will use kind of flavoured oils, nut oils especially, which are good for us as well. Before we get cracking on that prep, Warren, there's 2 items that you're going to need. Chef's apron, and as you're only a learner, all the way around. Oh,
Good start.
no one pulls off an apron like that. Secondly,
What do we have here?
this is your apprentice's hat,
Okay.
otherwise known in the trade as a twat hat.
I mean, is this like the I peel potatoes guy?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. You peel the potatoes, chop the veg.
How's this warm?
There you go.
Does it just kind of sit?
There you go, yeah, look at that. a lot lighter than you would imagine it to be. It's not like a meat cleaver that we have over here. A lot of people make that.
I don't know. I think you're just trained because I picked it up before. I think you just got
that's really heavy.
Yeah, I think you just got absolutely god wrists, mate, for doing it so much.
There's my one from China. And the sent over as a nice present, which is probably a little bit lighter.
I mean, that feels great.
Beautiful steel there as well. It's a little bit sharper, so that's what we'll use today. A blunt knife is actually a far more dangerous piece of equipment than a sharp knife because you're more likely to slip and damage yourself with it. So, we'll start with the pepper. We're only going to use a quarter, so we're just going to cut off what I'd call a cheek, okay?
Okay.
So pop that over there. And what the Chinese use this blade for is practically everything. Once you're used to this blade, you won't ever need another blade whatsoever. So, yeah, and all we're going to do with him is trim him up. And then, again, another use for that blade. Now this is char siu pork that we talked about before. Again, you can replace this with smoked bacon or ham if you've got some at home. But the Chinese meat's absolutely incredible. And then once you've done them, we'll go back the other way and just get nice little dice basically. So.
I want to know if you want to take it slow. Oh, hop up on my jet and roll to Tokyo.
Peppers, spring onions, garlic, peas, and
some kind of meat. And there's an egg as well, egg fried rice. We'll just crack that into there for later. There's a particular skill to this. I'll show you that later on. Right, we've got everything ready now. And very much a part of Chinese cooking is having this ready. So it's all ready to go. And then the actual cook time is very quick, very simple. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Obviously, in a busy restaurant, you want cook time fast, save it out, ready to go again. You got to think everything in China is 10 times bigger than it is in the UK. This is 10 times more people, 20 times, 30 times. Tianjin is considered a small city. There's 18 million people. It's only 7 hours to drive from one side to the other, so it's the size of England, do you know what I mean? Wow. And that's one city near Beijing, incredible. But yeah, so organisation, absolutely key. When we saw the Chinese kitchens, they were immaculate, tidy, all the mise en place, as we call it in a British kitchen, from the French terminology, all in one place. You'd have all your prep all lined up, ready to go at the start of service. And then there'd be a wok range with 10 guys down the line, all with their own woks.
Oh wow.
Or with their own recipes, like, or the dish list in front of them. And the better the chef, the longer the list he has, do you know what I mean? So if you're the best chef, you were doing a lot of the work, do you know what I mean? So, but another reason, which is really good, is again down to that health. You've got peas there, garlic, green spring onion, pepper. We don't want to overcook them because we're going to lose all the goodness. So the quicker we can cook it, the more health, the more minerals, the more vitamins we get into the body. And that's what we're all after. Okay, do you want to start with the garlic greens?
Okay.
We'll get them straight in. Tip them in. There we go. You should get that instant smell of them on the floor. That's fine. Spring onions. That's it, straight in. We should now be getting really nice smells.
Oh man, that's going off.
Straight away, you're getting flavour. We'll go in with some peppers. So that's building the flavour now. And now probably about half of that's quite a lot in there. So, and this char siu, again, is going to release some flavour. Its main purpose is protein. Adding some protein to the dish. Is going to be a nice different texture in there as well. And colour. There's a lot to be said for colour, flavour and texture in Chinese cuisine. It's just learning the movements of the wok with no food in it.
Is that difficult to
give it a go?
Come on, have a go. It's like a whip in that.
Yeah. You push him his food up and back again.
Right hand, yeah?
Yeah. Tossing this for 8-10 hours on a wok, so like 4 times the size.
That's heavy as
So all the guys over in China have massive forearms and they're really fit. The chefs are really strong, fit guys.
Yeah.
Because they have to be. So all our flavours being released. We've got all those lovely flavours now. Now it's time for the rice.
Okay.
It's really important with the rice that we used yesterday's rice. Fresh rice, hot rice does not work. You want this cooked, dry rice, okay?
And what would be a good alternative for people at home that have, just...
Oh, so if you've got none lying around, you know what the really good stuff is the packet rice from the supermarkets.
Yeah.
About 70p.
Yeah.
Because that is the perfect consistency for what you need. Really, it's dry.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly cooked, and it just needs this second stage of frying it now. So, as you can see, we do want to get a little bit of colour. You can hear the noise of the rice kind of crackling and popping, and that's what we're after. What I'm doing now, I'm making a space on one side of the wok.
Yeah.
And this is where our egg's going to go, okay?
Ah, right, okay.
So the plan here is almost to make an omelette on one side of the wok. And this is something clever that we did see over in China. They would use the full size of these woks and have things cooking at different sides. So egg will go in. Hear that rice just popping away, and that's exactly what we're after with it. It's almost like Rice Krispies. Okay. And we want the egg white to cook first. And once the egg white's there, then we'll fold the yolk in. And we're going to cook that and create this almost scrambled egg omelette. And then we fold it through the rice. Okay,
Right.
so
Get it to that sort of omelette stage first.
that's it. Okay.
Great.
And then we toss it all in.
Wow.
And that is pretty much it. So that's took us a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Turn that temperature down a tiny bit, and as you can see, it's not clumpy, it's all still quite loose, it's not wet.
Yeah.
The last ingredient is the peas. These are vibrant green peas, and with a green vegetable, overcooking it's going to lose its flavour, lose its intensity of colour.
Okay.
We don't want that, we want the goodness of peas, really healthy.
Are they frozen or just...
Yeah, they're frozen peas, but I've defrosted them.
Okay.
Okay, before they go in here. And these will just get a really quick stir now into the mix. And now we've got another protein added in, because peas have got protein. They've got great vitamins. They're really healthy. And now we've got a vibrant colour into the fried rice as well.
The smell, it's the smell that's hitting me.
And that's it, yeah. I mean, you can add a tiny bit of soy, a little bit of white pepper or salt if you like. I just like the kind of natural clean flavours to speak for themselves, really. Over time you'll get like a natural flavour from your wok as well, with the oils and everything else. So but yeah,
What's it like?
mate, that is unbelievable. Yeah, healthy. We've used a whole grain rice there as well. I've used the brown rice, which again, its own health benefits there. Peas, peppers, a little bit of pork in there, the egg, garlic, green, spring onion. They're all good stuff. It's all good for our body. I'm just using that small amount of oil to begin with, means we can keep it nice and healthy.
So guys, if you enjoyed today's video with the twat hat and the legend that is Chef Dave, please like, subscribe, leave a comment on what dish you want to see next. And we can find you on socials.
At Chef Dave J on Instagram, and Chef Dave Critchley on Twitter. Find me anywhere on Facebook. I'm pretty active on socials. It's been great fun, thanks for coming.
Amazing, thank you.
And I'm sure we'll have plenty more recipes for the future for the subscribers and viewers there.
Sounds great. Thanks guys. We'll see you soon again.
See you later.